What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And it's just been a really good week so far. Things have been going good for the channel. We got rid of all the shorts on the channel, and it's starting to even itself out now. And the channel's going to start succeeding. Plus, I have a new shorts channel. If you want to go check out Bitcoin Renegade Shorts, if you like my short videos, they're on a different channel now. So you get all my live streams and my uploads on here, which is going to be my main discussion. And then you'll get my short videos, really quick analysis over there. So I just appreciate you guys coming. Thanks for stopping by in the beginning of the chat. You rock. We are going to have a jam-packed episode. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cryptos to talk about tonight. And we're going to be talking about altcoin season. That is a word we haven't heard in a while. It's kind of like a little bit taboo, right? We're like, oh, don't say that. And they might have heard you, bro. And just keep that hush hush. That's kind of how it seems lately, right? What's up, King Love? Good to see you, mate. It's been a while, so kind of glad to see you around. I'm glad you're doing okay. For real. I was kind of worrying about you a little bit, but I know you get burnt out if you come every single time. So, just being here too much. So make sure you're right too. I had to take a little time for my mental health. So if you guys need to do that, I do encourage that. Whatever you need, you know what you need more than anybody else. But anyway, we got tons of cool stuff happening on the channel. This week, our website's going to be up and running, as you see down here. Website up and running the 11th. It will be bitcoinrenegade.net. Don't try to go over there now, because when I went over there, it said like warning, and just don't go over there yet. It won't be up and live until Saturday. So do not go over there. I can't guarantee your safety until Friday. Then it'll be up and running and it won't be dangerous. It'll be my site. But before that, I don't know what's going on over there. So just steer clear. It'll be open Friday. I'm not sure what time. And I'll have my teeth Friday too at 2 p.m. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be a good week. So the cryptos we're talking about tonight are going to be the Graph, XYO, ICP, Algorand, Ankr, and XTZ. And I want to have all of these in my wallet before the next pump. So what I'm going to do is each week, I think I'm going to put like maybe $5 into each one of these. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's about $30 a week. So if I just put $30 a week in all of these, by the time we pump again, or a day, I mean, not a week, $5 a day. So that's $30 a day you put on these, and then within a week you should have enough. And then if we pump within a week or whatever, boom. So let's go in and look at these. I am actually just collecting altcoins, even though there is a risk of a prolonged bear market. But with all the news, being bullish, why not? Look at Bitcoin at 41. So we did go up today, but not the best. So we're gonna get right into these altcoins. I just wanted to look at Bitcoin, to show you where we're at. So I already have all the things pulled up. I made sure I was super prepared for this episode. I actually kind of wanted to come on early, and I was kind of anxious to do this, just because we only do one video a day now. So we're going to be like extra prepared now. So I guess that kind of evens out in a way. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. King Love shared it on Discord. I'm probably going to share in the decentralized chat rooms as well. I'm not sure if we can share non-ICP related content over there. That's something I need to figure out. But something I forgot to tell you guys, sorry. Before we start the episode, Dominic is having a meeting on the 11th. It's going to be a very important meeting for the internet computer and what's happening on there. So you guys are going to want to check that out. I believe it's on Open Chat, the Open Chat V2. I did a video about Open Chat. So go check that out. You're not going to want to miss that meeting. It's going to have huge implications for the future of the internet computer. I forgot to tell you about that in my ICP video last night. So as you see, the graph is at one of the lowest prices it's ever been at since inception back in 2020. It started out at 10 cents. If we kind of zoom out here, where's the zoom? Okay, down here. If we kind of zoom out to the very beginning, you can see right here, it started at 10 cents on Coinbase, and then it went all the way up to like 74, and then down to where we are here. Look, 30. So this is why we went to 30. After the initial pump on the graph, look where it went. It went to like 29. So we didn't even actually go to the lowest that it was over here. So we actually have some serious support from all the way from inception, and if you look at it like that, we are still technically looking pretty good. Look at that. So, but this is the level I would be accumulating at Bedrock. I would have bought here. I would have bought here. And so you could have made profit here and here if you bought over there. But so I'm just accumulating for the future. I wouldn't have wanted to sell it here. Honestly, I would have rather just bought here, bought here, bought here, bought here, bought here. I want to start finding good projects and just like internet computer. I have a certain amount of them I want. How many graph do I need? So that's the thing that I want to start talking about on the channel. How many is it going to take to actually change your life? Like for a normal, not a rich person, but a normal, like a person like me, someone who doesn't have, a whole lot, but I can, I'm savvy and I can come up with money and I can figure things out. And like, I'm pretty gifted when it comes to that. And a lot of you are too. So we can, figure things out. Even if we're not the richest, we got some money, right? And we can figure things out. So what we're going to do is make it work for us. And so we need to go in and look at the projects and see if they're going to be long lasting. And you just buy as much as you can at these low levels. That's how I was successful the very first time and how I made a lot of money. What I did, I was just accumulating. Everybody was telling me we're in a bear market. We were in a bear market. And I was like, well, what's that? They're like, well, it's the lowest price that the coin goes before we go into a bull market, which is the highest price that it goes. And I was like, oh, that's pretty simple. So if I just collect at the lowest price and then I wait for the highest price to sell, and they're like, yeah, that's just what the miners do. They collect, when they mine Bitcoin or Ethereum, all they're doing is collecting it until the time when the price is the best. And then that's why you see big price dumps, is because when the miners dump it on the market, they're doing it at a good price so that they can make a lot of money out of their stuff. So why aren't we doing the same thing the miners are doing, right? Making profit, taking profit when you need it, or just accumulating for the future. Now let's go look at project. So graph isn't just like, this garbage project. I know we've kind of looked into these before, but there's just so much. You could never look at all of the stuff that's on here. And as you know, the graph is like the Google of the blockchain. It is an indexing protocol for querying networks like Ethereum and IPFS and like decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, Aave. I mean, it has information from basically almost every single network or decentralized operation out there. And it can, keep your data safe and query your data where it needs to be and save it for when you need it. Oh, there's going to be a graph day. What is that? Graph day, June 2nd, 2022, San Francisco. Oh, dude, I'm going. I'm going. So you told me San Francisco. That's only right down the road. Yeah, I got to go. For sure. But I mean, first priority, I want to visit my daughter, but then I definitely want to go to San Fran to this 4-day event. Not necessarily San Fran. I've been there before. It's kind of an okay city. It was all right. It's a lot like Seattle, a little bit more of kind of, I don't know, more liberal than Seattle a little bit, but this would be cool. Join the world's brightest dreamers and doers for a full day focused on Web3, dApps, protocols, and the future of the internet. Hear from leading protocol and dApp developers as they showcase how the Web3 community is pioneering brand new forms of human coordination. Inspiration from action oriented talks will follow you all day long into an energetic evening of celebration as the future of Web3 stack is unveiled at the historic Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco. So I don't know. I need to start finding some more sponsors. And if anybody's out there that wants to sponsor me, what I want to do is I think it would be cool to bring some of the subscribers out here for Graph Day. So I would like a sponsor to maybe help me, from the Graph. Hey, Graph, come sponsor me, dude. For real, come sponsor the channel. I could probably reach out to one of these guys too, and I might. So even if they're not listening right now, maybe I'll just direct them to this video and be like, hey, look, I kind of made a little speech to you. But maybe I could, get some subscribers out here for like a prize in a contest. And then maybe you guys help me really get to 10,000 subscribers. maybe all the people watching this and whoever watched my video shares it with like 3 or 4 other people because they really want to win a 4-day, event prize. Come hang out with me and, come check out this event and hang out with all the other people in the blockchain. And I fly you over here or whatever, not for the full 4 days, probably. It would probably be a 1-day thing. But yeah, one of the 4 days. That would probably be cool. If we can get a sponsor to do that. But yeah, there's so many cool things. That is what I'm really advocating for, in crypto is the community. And that is what I'm trying to help build on Internet Computer. And like that is what I'm focused on all of crypto really, is just being part of the community and building and adding value to the community and through my videos. So a lot of people say I'm just doing self-promotion, but well, the only the reason I'm self promoting is because I'm making videos, but really what I'm promoting is crypto. Whatever crypto I share in whatever room, that is what I make the video about. So I'm actually promoting that crypto, not myself. I can see how people think that, and some people might take advantage of that, but me, I try to offer, just as much as I take. And if not, I like to communicate about it. And so this is a cool project, going to be here for a long time. And next we have XYO. Now, so let's actually, before we do, I'll make a little price prediction because that's what we're going to do. I see the graph going at least back up to these dollar areas, but I really think before the end of this market, we're going to see the graph back up here at $1.70 and possibly touching $2 again. We might go for an all-time high, but I don't think so. I think we're going to just touch this, and then we're going to end the market, and it's going to be like about a year and a half bear market at that time. Hey, what's up, Danny Portugal? Oh, that's not cool. Oh, I don't know those sites. We don't really mess with those sites over here. I don't do a lot of the micro wallets or anything because it's just it's too scammy. So, but what we're gonna do is shoot the good project. I think we're gonna go up to $1 something, possibly $2 with this at the top. But in the near term future, we're going to it's rocky waters from here. I have no near term predictions right now, guys. So that's the thing. Yes, altcoin season is incoming. But when I say that, I'm not saying that it's incoming right this very second. I mean this. This was not clickbait. Like I'm trying to stay away from as clickbaity stuff because I've been hitting super clickbaity lately. So I'm trying to, hit you guys, even if it's a little clickbaity, I'm gonna have more truth into it because I want you guys to like know what my videos are gonna be about. So what I'm saying is, these cryptos will have an altcoin season. And I want it to be within the next couple days, but let's be real. Remember the market the last couple months? Yeah. So we're being realistic. So I'd say it is coming, but it could be a little while longer. We could go sideways for about another month, even, or even 2 months. Like honestly, or we could just get out of this now. Right? There's some crazy stuff happening in the world, guys. Give the market a little chance to recover. Okay, before you jump ship. All right, now to XYO, another amazing crypto. And if I didn't say before, the graph is an amazing crypto. We can't do without it. If the graph disappeared, a lot of things would not work properly. I don't think that we could actually survive without the graph. So it's going to be here for a while. I mean, I'm sure we could find a way around it, but it would cost too much time and too much money. It's better just to have the graph, right? So we got it. Now the XYO is another cool one. Actually, I didn't think was going to do well when I heard about Coin App at first, and I wish I wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm always skeptical when I first hear about stuff, and I wish I would have taken more to heart the Coin App because I think it's such a valuable part of XYO and what XYO is. We looked at the Coin App last time. Well, this time I want to look in to the Xyo network here. And this is kind of like the ICP one that we go in that we deep dive and kind of like the graph we just showed you. It's just kind of all the stuff that you can go in and deep dive on XYO. This is the network. This is the actual blockchain. So you got your network, read about the components, technology, and complexities of the XYO network, read up on what's going on in the XYO world, the token, view compatible token wallets, exchanges, and more. papers, browse our white paper, case studies, and other resources. All of this stuff is here for you guys to do your research. So, guys, what do they say when every single crypto YouTuber gives their spiel? What do they say? Do your own research, right? Well, they never tell you what your own research is, right? I'm showing you what it is. So if you ever were like, man, what are they talking about? You tell me to go do my research one more time. I swear. Now, don't get mad. Don't go freaking out. It's okay. This is what they're talking about right here. When you just kind of go in, and you do what I do. Just kind of look at the price. You go in and you look at the project, see what kind of cool stuff's happening. Get the indicators out, get the website out, go deep dive, start learning. Press on all of these. Go into each one of them and read them. Let's spend a little bit of time. What is a day? Take a day on one of your days off. And go into XYO, read each and every one of these. What is it, like one sentence here? This whole thing was one sentence, and then that. So it's not like it's going to take you a lot of time to do your research on this, right? And figure out kind of if it works for you. Well, this is an amazing crypto, and everything that's behind it, and what's being built, and the amazing stuff that's already with it, and the geolocation stuff, man. That has me tripping out. The geolocation, that stuff is kind of crazy. But it's cool. So the Xyo network has 4 distinct components: sentinels, bridges, archivists, and diviners. Together, the components provide a fully decentralized network capable of combining cryptographic security with real-world data. So Sentinel, create a bound witness and save the data. Bridge, transfer the data someplace safe. Archivist, store the data and encrypt what you want. Diviner, ask the network, receive a verified answer. All pretty straightforward, all needed, and all functioning, and all secure. So, pretty cool. Now, you can go even more into this. You can go into the token overview. You can learn about the ERC20 token version. And I know I saw that XYO Diamond Handed Pepe, sorry, I get his name, Pepe XYO Diamond Hands, that he buys, and I think he pays with Ethereum. I think he pays like $70 in Ethereum per transaction to buy it on chain. And I don't know what the value is buying on chain compared to like buying it at Coinbase and then just having it sent somewhere, because that would save you that $80 per purchase. But he probably has, he has a lot of money in XYO, so he probably has a better understanding of it than I do. Honestly, like there's probably a reason for it. Someone doesn't just do something like that for no reason. They don't just waste $80 a transaction, unless there's like a valid reason behind it. And I'm sure maybe even King Love knows the reason behind that. So I'm not 100% sure myself. But these are all the wallets that you can use for XYO. It's a pretty, legit crypto, guys. Like when I first heard about XYO, or actually Coin, I didn't even know XYO was part of Coin. I thought it was just another one of those, Libra dragon tokens like Facebook had. Like just something that you did for a long time and got nothing out of. Well, I was actually really wrong about this one. This one ended up getting taken on by Coinbase, and I would have been in before a cent. I mean, I have been down with this for a while. When I'm saying I wasn't down with it, I'm talking like 2012, like year, when 18 months ago, when I really could have benefited, and all of you could have benefited from, buying this at like fractions of a cent. You know what I mean? And then it went all the way up to 9 cents. So, but anyway, these are for the long term. And when a cool crypto like this goes down so far, under 2 cents, I'm buying all day. Under 2 cents, in my opinion, is a steal for this crypto. Yeah, this is why I'm glad that we're down right now, because these levels you don't get to buy very often, especially when Bitcoin's at $40,000. Okay. It just doesn't happen too much. Where you have a simultaneous bull market with Bitcoin and a bear market with altcoins. So there's going to be an altcoin season that happens. And we're waiting for it. It could happen any day now. Like legit, we could start to see 30 to 50% gains in all of these cryptos. Look at this. I mean, tell me we're not ready for a pump. Tell me we're not just screaming for a pump. And it's going to happen. I said it could be another month or two too. I mean, the market's weird, but it's going to happen, guys. We're not just going to go down forever. That's not how crypto works, right? We will eventually break out of this, right? It's just everything that's happening right now. People are scared. Now, speaking of that, I'm trying to move fast, but there's a lot to cover in this video, so it might be a little longer one. Bear with me on this one. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my videos, shorter and more to the point, but there's just so much information. Now, this is going to be good information, guys. Look at this. Our fear and greed index. Now, why am we talking about that? Because of where we just were. Like, people are, not buying because they're scared the market's going to go down even further. So what I'm saying is I think we're at that bedrock. And even if we do go down further, like Bitcoin has before, down to 37, 36, 33, like those altcoins are staying kind of at that bedrock level. Yeah, they kind of get pushed down further and further, but they kind of reach the same bottom. And then they start to come back up. So I think we've reached our bedrock. And I think we're starting to get out of extreme fear, which is crazy. That's good. We are not in extreme fear. This is just regular fear now. And then the next step is neutral. And then we will be in greed and then extreme greed. And so I think we are actually going to be moving into this within the next month or so. I really see a move to the green very, very imminent, and an altcoin season. So let's keep an eye on this. I'm looking for a massive. Why do I think this? I have no merit. There's no reason that I should be thinking this. Okay, I'm going to tell you that I have nothing to back me up on this one. So I would take it with a grain of salt. Really, I mean, I'm pretty spot on when I have these feelings like this, but I'm just going to tell you that I have nothing to back it up. So unfortunately, you don't have to, believe me on that one. But I just have a feeling that we're going to break out soon. It's an unfounded one, so just to let you know. Now, let's move on. Okay, before we do, sorry, I always forget the price prediction. And I'm sense in the future. I think it is drawing up to 10. And it might just stop right before 10. It might go like right here, 99.04. And then just say, that's it. We did it. We went to 10. No, I don't know. But yeah, I really think that is the end point for this. I think it probably should have went to 12 before, but I think we are going to have at least a new all-time high, even if it doesn't go up to 10. I think we're at least going to see an 8 or a 9 before the end of this market. When we see this massive altcoin season come, we are going to see big, big breakout prices. We've been down for so long that people are going to become millionaires. Like the next bull run we have with altcoins, there's going to be millionaires made. And I, for one, am going to be on that train. I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire because I have no desire to become a millionaire, but I do have a desire to be financially stable. I do have a desire to be able to give back to my community. I do have a desire to be able to give back to my church, and those things that are positive that I never really cared about before, that I think are just extremely important now. So now we move on to internet computer. And we didn't look at the RSI on any of those, but they're all kind of at the same level, at like this 40 level, 41 actually, between let's just say between like 40 and 45, just to give you an idea of where all crypto kind of is. All altcoins are sitting super undersold right now. So if you're kind of new, anything under 30 right here means that the market is putting pressure on people to buy crypto. Buy anything under here is there's so much pressure to buy. So there's probably going to be a movement to the upside if you get under here. Now, if you get above 70 up here, then there's pressure to sell and you'll probably go down. Now, if you look where we are, we're not too far up from the bottom at 30. We're only at 42. So that means we are more undersold than oversold right now on the daily. Now, this changes on each hour you go to. You see, we are at 45. The yellow one is the median price. So 47 for that. And then we can go to the 1 hour and you see it's much higher. 40. Well, it's 40. The median is higher. Actually, the RSI is lower at 41. But anyway, I just wanted to explain that to you guys if you didn't know. Most of you know, but I am making my channel more beginner friendly. I'm not going to make it like a super beginner channel, but I'm going to make it beginner friendly so that you beginners or new faces can start to learn in a very strategic, methodical way. And that's what I'm here to do is teach you. So, and not financially advise you. I'm here to teach you how to research. All right, now let's look at the weekly. Now, if you look at the weekly, oh my goodness, we are so undersold on the weekly, it's ridiculous. You see that? We're at 26.34 on the weekly. Whoa. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on, let me get rid of this. Are you kidding me? How are we undersold on the week? Look at that. We are super undersold right here. And the median price, we're above the median price too. So this is crazy. I really think that we are at bedrock. I think that's what that tells me. The ICP is basically at bedrock. I mean, 15, I think, is the lowest it goes. I mean, I hope. I know if we go into an all bear market, it'll go lower. But I think in this particular season we're in, 15 is the lowest that we're going to go on ICP. And guess what? I'm trying to get 1,000 of these. And when I say that, I want to be clear that I don't mean I'm going to go and buy 1,000 of them right now because I don't have $17,000 to go buy 1,000 of them, and that's how much it would cost right now, around probably about 18 grand for 1,000 of them, 17,450 bucks, I think exactly. So plus fees. And so when I say that, I mean, I'm accumulating like 10 here, 1 here, 3 here, 5 here from buying, selling, trading NFTs, volunteer, just doing anything I can to earn, NFTs or ICP so I can stake it away, put it in the neuron and then earn even more. So every time I'm getting ICP, I'm trying to make more, right? So that's my goal. I need 1,000 of them, and I think if I get 1,000 of them with where this is going, where Dominic is heading with Internet Computer, and I want to be on that train, man. I really believe in this project. I believe in the founder. I hope to have him on the channel one day. That would be freaking. That would be freaking awesome to have Dominic over here and talk about this, and kind of have him give his genius interpretation of it. And I'm not just being a brown nose. They're like, if you listen to him, you'll know what I mean. So, but anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in here, and yeah. Now let's go into a place we haven't really been to. I know I've taken you guys a lot on the ecosystem of the internet computer. Well, this is the actual internet computer network status, and it shows how many blocks there has been. I think we've been here once before, once or twice, and this is the cycle burn rate. So if you guys were wondering, well, does internet computer utilize burning as a form of a deflationary aspect of the token? So where the inflation is not super tough, when it comes down on people. And so what they do is when people create a canister or, well, a cycle with canisters, right? And they run dApps, it ends up burning some of those ICP or the cycles or whatever that cost ICP to create, and it burns some of those. And I'm not super 100% sure about all of that, but I mean, I have a general understanding of, yeah, you create cycles to run your dApps, and you burn ICP because of that, right? So it costs a burn rate in order to run these dApps. That's the way that I perceive it. I could be wrong. Like I said, if you want, better information, always go and check out Definity.org and Dominic. I give pretty good information, but with stuff like this where there's kind of like not black and white, you might have to deep dive into that, or maybe I can even later and find out, because I could directly go ask them about this. Actually, if you guys want to know, I mean, if you want to know, let me know. If there's anything like that I say that you're like, hey, can you elaborate on that, or can you, maybe you said you don't quite know, can you find out for us? And then I will, because I can actually go ask these questions on Discord. So let me know if you guys have any questions about this. That's only for the internet computer, because I have, access to any kind of support that I would need. Basically, not at any time, but like if I needed to know something pretty important, then yeah, I could find out. So this is what you have here. It's just total canister state, 704 gigs, memory, 815 terabytes. Wow. 48 node providers, 30 subnets, 10 boundary nodes, 25,000 CPU cores, or okay, I don't know how to read that. 25, whatever that is. Yeah, I think that is 1,000. They just put the comma on the top for some reason. I have no clue. So the total supply right here, yeah, that because I see over here they did the same thing. So total supply is 477 million. It looks like, yeah, 100,000 mil. So and the circulating supply is less than half that. So that what that means, and you can see. So the cool thing about this is they're super transparent. Like if you want to see when the tokens are getting released to the blockchain, it's all right here. And you can see recently they have actually put out a lot of the circulating supply. You can see how it's went up a lot like that. But I think that's just since inception. So it's not like it's going up super fast, not like it's straight up or anything, but they have to, bring the tokens onto the market. But at the same time, they are burning cycles to offset, inflation a little bit at least. I know it doesn't help all the way. And that's why we have seen the price go down a lot. But that's only for now, because what is happening is value is being added into this community. And that's what people aren't understanding. They're just like, oh, the price is going down. The price is going down. And yes, we understand that. I understand that. Trust me, I bought it $40. So I understand what you're talking about. Like, yes, it does suck that it went down, but I am a long-term holder on this. Like, I didn't originally buy to be a long-term holder. I don't even. I saw that it went to 750 once, and I think that caught my interest. But then I actually learned what the project was, and that's when I started staking and was like, I'm long-term now. I've turned from a short-term holder to a long-term. But so and this tells you how many transactions, over 2,820,810. And so burn transactions. See, this is when the ICP and the cycles have been burnt. And so that is 64,041 ICP transactions that have been burnt. And maybe that's the total amount of ICP that's been burnt. I don't know. That's a lot, though, if that's the case. 64,000 ICP, that's like, you're talking millions of dollars. I think that's like 6 million or something. I'd have to do the math on that, but that's a lot of money. Burn fees. Okay, 254, which is crazy because I think I'm not sure how much it costs to burn. But if it's the same fee that it is to send, it's 0.0001. So to get to 254, that is a lot of things being burnt. So I don't think that's the case. I think that might be a higher fee for burning. I don't know. But canisters, these are the smart contracts. These are the people that are developing on the internet computer. Yeah, they went down a little bit right there, but right back up. So there's 42,505 canisters. That means dApps, exchanges, anything that was built over there, open chat, all of that. And this is the message throughput. So this is how many messages are, which are transactions. that are going through the internet computer. And so as you see, it's climbing. So this is what is queried, update total. So this thing's pretty cool. And then it shows you just all of this information. If you want to come here, actually, I think I'm going to add this onto my website as well. I think this would be a good thing to have on my website. Um, well, it would just be access to it. I would just have like a picture of this with a link, so where you could come over to this page, right? Dashboardinternetcomputer.org, and then boom. So my website is basically going to be a cool place where you can come watch videos, read articles, and get direct access to internet computer stuff and all stuff Bitcoin Renegade. So it's going to be mainly internet computer and Bitcoin Renegade stuff. So there we go. Okay. So internet computer, I see this guy at in the near term. I don't know. I hope it doesn't go below 15, and I think we're going to be up in the 20s again. But I would like to see this go at least back into the $60 range, kind of where it went sideways for a very, very, very long time at $60, and then 40. So I'd like to see it back up there, and I think it's going to top off around $100. I do not think that internet computer is going to go back up to $750 this year. I do believe that in the next market that it does have a very high chance of hitting those high prices again. But as for this market, they are going to probably strategically put the tokens in the market in a way that, let's go back to the right here, in a way, the circulating supply that is going to keep the price from going crazy high like that. And it's not like they're going to dump tokens on the market, but they are going to strategically place tokens on the market. That's their job as, like Dominic as the chief scientist and all these other people. It's their job to figure out how to put these crypto out there in a way that it's not going to tank the price in the short term, but it's not going to hinder the price in the long term as well. Because when I got into it, I had a long-term mindset, and that's what you need to have if you're in internet computer if you want to be successful. Like it, so you could get in now and probably be this successful, but if you want to be beyond like your understanding of what it could be, God can bless you with anything, but I think internet computer is going to be blessed. I just think it is great. So yeah, $100 probably tops. Unfortunately, I like to see it go back to 750. Like that would be my dream, but I'm being real with you guys. So I'm gonna try to hurry up. I know we've been really going for a long time, so I appreciate you guys. Any questions that I missed or anything? I'm trying to keep up. Oh, there is a lot of talking. Keeping world events. Okay. Oh, you guys were talking. Okay, cool. Well, if you have any questions, just let me know. Tell me that get charged gas fees on. So the cool thing about internet computer before we move on is the gas fees are so minuscule. They are, and Algorand too. Actually, not gonna lie, I love the gas fees on Algorand and Internet Computer. They're some of my favorite, and Tezos. I love these projects that have minuscule gas fees because that's the only way you're gonna bring a product to the masses is if you have reasonable gas fees. I mean, you could even charge like the government's charge tax, right? A 10% tax. So like even 10% is pretty high, but it's better than like if you're doing a $40 transaction paying like $30 gas fee. That's like a 90% fee. So but anyway, Algorand just went up to 282 right before the dump, guys. If you remember, I was here for this and I actually made a profit. I bought right here. I got so lucky. I bought the day before this happened. I bought it right here at like 70, 80 some cents. Or wait, no, it was like it's not 80. It was at like $1.60, I think I bought it. And then boom, it went all the way up to like 282. and I sold it, and then I bought back in like right here, and then it went up, and I didn't sell, and I was like, oh man. And then it went down, and then it went back up higher than my price again, and I was able to sell and get out at a profit. Boom. And Algorand, every single time I bought, I think I bought again right here, and it went up and I sold again. And I just made so much money off of Algorand, even in this whole dump, because every time it dumped on me, it went back up and gave me another chance to sell higher than the price I bought before it dumped again. And then I was like, oh, I'm buying at this price. And then it went up. I'm like, oh, I'm selling. And then boom, it goes all the way down. I'm like, oh, I'm buying. And it goes up. I'm like, oh, I'm selling. And I normally like to hold crypto longer, but I rode the wave perfect, man. If I was a surfer, oh, dude, I hit every trick, every half pipe, every grind on the way down, man. Perfect run, 10 out of 10 every time. And I made bank. I'm not gonna lie. I made a nice little chunk of change off of that. And I don't always make, especially in a downtrend. I didn't make anything on any other crypto at that time. So Algorand was my lone like moneymaker at that time. I'm not gonna lie. It made me fall in love with this crypto. I haven't bought in recklessly because of that, because I'm not stupid. Just because the crypto romanticized me, which is that's what I feel like it did. It kind of romanced me a little bit there, because it just did weird things that like it probably shouldn't have done. Like right here, why did it pump before the dump? I mean, so why right after I bought did it go all the way to 282? And I was watching my phone at the exact second that happened. Like normally my luck's super bad. And so everything worked out perfectly with this. So I was like, okay, cool, right on. And that's not normal. I love me some Algorand. Now, anyway, we are at Bedrock again. That's just why I'm kind of drawing this. As you see this bottom level report, ever since when in January, ever since basically the beginning of the year, we've been at this level. And where are we now, in March? So 3 months later, we're still chilling in the same place. We're at bedrock. It's time for accumulation. If you would have bought here, you would have had another chance to buy here. You would have another chance to buy here, here, and here. And then it's not going to be at this level for a long time, though. So now let's go into Algorand and look. It is the green blockchain now. That's first I've ever heard of that. Let's look. The green blockchain. Algorand's commitment to sustainable blockchain. Elon Musk might like this one. Maybe he'll back Algorand, and they'll take Algorand for Tesla payment. Better than Dogecoin. At least Algorand's green, right? What about Dogecoin mining? Isn't Dogecoin mining mostly coal? Elon? I'm just playing. The head Dogecoin community, don't get mad at me. I was just kidding. Algorand's commitment to sustainable blockchain. Algorand was built as a green blockchain with an environmental impact focus from the very beginning. Our founder, Silvio Macaulay, explained as far back as 2018 his focus on sustainability for our planet and next generation technology. With his unique consensus mechanism, Algorand is far more energy efficient than other blockchains and is going further by offsetting its small carbon footprint in partnership with climate trade. So even though it is, making a tiny carbon footprint, it is offsetting that. So it doesn't want to have any kind of negative effect on the climate. And I like that. That is very conscientious, and not a lot of people or companies are like that. So pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. And so where do I see Algorand going, guys? Well, this guy's going back to $3. That's it. There's no, it doesn't make sense why it's not up here still. Actually, we should still be up at $3 right now. So, getting a chance to buy Algorand at 75 cents, you should actually be thanking your lucky stars. Or I don't know if I even like that saying. Um, you should be thanking God. Let's just say that. Because lucky stars never did nothing for me. But anyway, at 75 cents, I'm buying this all day. How many times does 75 cents go into $3? 4, right? 4, 75, 75, 75, 75. So that means 4x from right here to here. So if I put in $10,000 right here and it goes to this level, I'll have $40,000. If I put in 100,000, I'll have $400,000. If I put in a million, I will have $4 million. See what I'm saying? You'll 4x whatever amount of money you put in there. You put in 100, 400. Pretty simple. And I see it going back to the top, maybe even higher, like 330, probably 330, something like that. Now let's take a little break from this and go into a little bit of news. We have to have some news with our episode. I know we're already 46 minutes. I'm going to kind of cut these last ones a little bit short. But I wanted to show you this. First mover Asia, signs point upward from crypto in India and South Korea. Bitcoin and Ether soar on U.S. executive order. Well, basically, a lot of these other countries are seeking their own stable coins now. That is what everybody's talking about in India. They are talking about getting their own stable coin in India. And I might do a video about that for my Indian brothers. Inflation tracked by Bitcoiners keeps accelerating and it hasn't even peaked. And in March, we're going to get more inflation. And the bonds aren't going to be bought anymore to offset it. So that's the problem that we have with that. Crypto rises after Biden's executive order, but the sentiment is still mixed. As you see in the fear and greed index, it's still fearful over greedy right now. So it's going to take a little while for people to get off of the edge that they were pushed so violently towards. So can't blame them for that. Now, this is the best thing that I love. Crypto is helping Ukraine amid, whatever's going on over there. And I personally donated Dogecoin to the cause. Straight to Alex Bornyakov. Straight to the military. Yes, I did support them, and I am happy. I'm glad I did. I stand behind it. Like if I've actually almost been thinking about going and like volunteering my service to fight with them. Like I'm like almost provoked to do that. Like I just can't believe. If I knew that I would have like American military, items, I would go fight for them. But I just wouldn't want to get over there and then have nothing, like just be over there like naked and like have nothing to help me survive. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, but if America can get involved, maybe I could volunteer my. I don't really ever want to go to war, but you know what I mean. It's just like what they're doing is wrong, man, and I want the leaders to understand they need to do something about it. And so it's up to us. I know I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I don't care. Because the leaders need to do something. They need to go shut down the sky, whatever they need to do, and figure out a way to not start, escalate the situation by doing it. But they need help, man. Uh, do something, man. Help them more than you're doing now. Shut down the sky or something. Man, that's what I'm telling you. Figure it out. They need help. Just it's irritating. The more I watch it, and the more I hear these people pleading. You know what I mean? It's just like these people are pleading, and that's what America does, man. Well, look what happened when what they did. Saddam did. When he invaded Kuwait, we didn't put up with it then. Why? Since there's no oil in Ukraine, it doesn't benefit us, huh? Is that the way we work? That we only interfere if there's oil involved? Well, I don't want to be like that's not a country. That's not the country I live in. The country I live in wouldn't be that petty. I mean, not America. America doesn't do that. Not the America I live in. I don't know. Maybe I live in a different America, but I don't know. Anyway, I better shut up before I get in trouble. Like for real. I don't want to. I don't know what I can say to still be monetized. I'm not trying to glamorize anything. I'm like giving a heartfelt like plea, like, we need our leaders to do something. But okay, let's move on. Tezos, guys, contact your leaders if you can. Write a letter to Congress, make a video, do something. Just plead to your leaders that they need to help Ukraine. Man, that's all I'm saying. Well, and pray for them. Like that's the best thing you can do. But then, after that, then maybe tell your leaders to help. Jesus. Now, I really love this crypto, and it has a good foundation behind it too. And what I mean is not like the foundation holding it up that it's built upon. I mean the Tezos Foundation. And the Tezos Foundation is an actual foundation that was built. I guess the token was built around the foundation name, not the foundation named after the token. I think I'm not sure. But anyway, they have your NFTs, they have your baking tools, your community, your DeFi. This is a lot like the ICP ecosystem. And I kind of, there's 76 of these all total, and it kind of breaks them down what they are: developer tools, NFTs. There's 8 gaming sites, digital identity, and 5 stable coins. Yeah, there are 5 stable coins on Tezos: Colibri, Luff, USDS, USDTZ, and UUSD. A USD pegged stable token on the Uves marketplace. Liquidity for Tezos trading. Scalable on-chain programmable. USD backed stablecoin on the Tezos public blockchain. The first product released as part of their ongoing collaboration with the Tezos ecosystem. Luff is a reliable euro-pegged digital asset for transactions. Colibri is an algorithmic stablecoin built on the Tezos blockchain by Hover Labs. So all of these things are pretty cool. I do want to check out the gaming. CCP Games, EVE Online, Icelandic video game developer based in Reykjavik. Into the Petaverse, Dagami, adopt, raise, earn. No way. Dude, you could raise a digital dog and you get money for it. So it's like Tamagotchi, but like a dog, and you get money for it. That's pretty cool. Emergence, trading card game from Interpop and powered by Tezos, is a revolutionary take on the TCG that embraces digital ownership. Okay, that's cool. Pixel POTUS is a digital collectible competition built on the Tezos blockchain. Play with Brio is an esports skill-based platform on the Tezos blockchain. Rocket Monsters. I thought it said Pocket Monsters. That would be better. Pocket Monsters. I got a Pocket Monster. That did not sound right. Pocket Rocket Monster. Pocket Rocket. Rocket Pocket. Rocket Monsters, play to earn, built on Unreal Engine 5. That had me all tongue-tied. Tongue-tied. See? I can't even speak anymore. Is that Tezos Palooza? Oh, Tezotopia. Claim land and produce tokenized resources in this blockchain space adventure. Tezotopia is an NFT game that allows you to become king or conqueror. Ooh, that one sounds more like my flavor. The platform for Ubisoft's NFTs, Ubisoft Corp. So that's all the cool things with Tezos. This thing's gonna go to like $12. That's my prediction. All-time high is like 9 or 10, 9 like 940 or something. But I think it's gonna go to 12 by the end of this market. This thing's gonna do good over the years. This is gonna be around for a while. So if you're into long-term investments and good layer 1 foundational, projects, this one, Algorand, ICP, and then if you like really good, Ethereum tokens, XYO and the Graph, those are the top tier Ethereum tokens that, have their own blockchain that are all the ones I'm talking about are just fire, guys. Like, I only talk about the best. But Ankr is the last one, and I just kind of put that on there because a lot of you like Ankr, and I'm just going to do kind of a quick update, and then we're going to call it quits. Ankr, it is a good crypto. I'd like to get it at 6 cents right here, but 7 isn't too bad. It is really bringing a lot of the Web3 together. I know it partnered with CeeLo and the Graph, and there's just a lot of other, projects that are built and utilized with this. So liquid staking on all of these platforms. Ankr is definitely here to stay. I would like to see it be its own blockchain, though. That's the only problem is Ankr is another Ethereum token. And we need these Web3 tokens to be like the ICPs, like the Algorans, like the Tezos, built on their own blockchain, not on the crappy Ethereum high gas fee blockchain. Because when you deal with the high gas fees and the Ankr directly on Web3, you have to pay those giant gas fees because you're dealing directly on the Ethereum blockchain. And so each transaction is going to cost a fortune. That is the one problem I have with Ankr and building on Web3. But I guess if you have a lot of money moving around, then it actually isn't too bad for gas fees. Gas fees are only really bad for the little guy. So it can be sustainable and have a lot of projects built and be successful. So it's not going to be the ender of Ankr, okay? But to actually become one of those people that utilize it in the Web3 capabilities, you cannot probably be a starter company to partner with them. So that's why they are partnering with already established, stuff. And I think it's genius. And that's why it's on my list, right? Normally, this coin probably wouldn't be on here because of all of the things that I named before. That it doesn't really make sense for a smaller business person. But somebody who is wanting to build on Web3 that is a larger entity, it's not going to be as detrimental for your wallet as a smaller guy like me. And I'm trying to build my brand, right? So I'm really glad you guys could show up tonight. This was a good episode. Like I said, the more or the less videos I do, the more time I have to prepare. So I didn't mean for it to be so long. I am trying to cut the videos down, but when I have tons and tons of information, I love to give it to you guys. So okay, you guys, if you need me to mediate, I will. Yeah, it's all good, guys. Calm down, calm down. Yeah, I've been there though. Trust me, I know. It's something in the air, guys. Like there's not a coincidence that this man is acting like that across the world because there's a mindset in the world right now, and why it's happening is because of the mental health effect that the event that happened the last couple of years had on people's mental health. Being isolated is a bigger mental health thing than you even know. And it's proven with all of the research done with babies when they're newborn. A baby cannot survive alone. That just shows you that human beings need other people, even adults. Like, so a baby would, they're super sensitive to that. Like, so an adult isn't that sensitive. So what it's going to do is it's going to attack his mental health. And I've been doing a lot of research and reading, and a lot of the experts think that that's one of the contributors to his mind and why he's doing this and perceiving a threat that really wasn't there in the first place, right? So if he didn't even notice, even with what he did over there, NATO isn't even doing anything. So what is he worried about them getting up to his front porch when they only attack when directly attacked or provoked? That's when it doesn't make sense. You're worried about them coming to Ukraine, but then they're not going to do anything to you there. It isn't like they're going to force you to. So the logic there doesn't make sense. It's not a threat. Even the Ukrainians are like, dude, we're not a threat. And what are you doing? Like, and the Russians that are out there, they're like, well, they're not a threat. What are we doing? So, like, yeah, I just pray mercy on all of that. And it's the mind. So I was going to say it's the mindsets, guys. So I'm seeing a lot of arguing in the world, and it's even coming right up to my front door, too, in the form of, my neighbor problem still. Again, like you guys have heard about it more than anybody, but so it's just that we call them elemental spirits. And what they do is they twist people's minds and thinkings and pit them at each other. Like people would normally be good friends, it just pits them against each other. And that's why, like, you didn't see me get involved in the actual whatever you guys were talking about. I didn't even read it. I saw you guys were arguing. I didn't read either side because I didn't want to get involved in whatever it was you were talking about to try to say who was wrong or right. I just, let's test it. We don't need to argue. Whoever was right, go look it up later, figure it out on your own. There's no need to argue about it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I love you guys. I'm glad you came here and watched this video. It was a good one. And I think it gives us a better understanding of how to look into a project. So if you've watched my channel, you know how to look into a project by now. You go and you look at, coin market cap, and then you go in and type in whatever crypto it is, plus crypto and website. You find the website. Don't trust me or my links. Go type that one thing because it'll lead you to every crypto. Like try BTC crypto website, ICP crypto. It works with all of them that I've used. So, yeah, there's just so much stupid. Well, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that. I just don't know what I can say on here. So we can talk about that more on Telegram and stuff, where there's not ads and people that are their reputations online and stuff. My reputation. All right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye.